What's up, guys? Dazanar here with Suki. We're at the Ekanlakachi River, Ekan-Lakahatchee River. We're at Halscott's. Well, this is the center of Halscott is where we're at, and this is the little Ekan-Lakahatchee River. It's very cold right now. The water's very high, and Suki's had a nice time swimming. Just thought it was very idyllic, very awe-inspiring being out here. Just wanted to get that on video. I kinda wanted to talk to you guys in the next video, which is this video, about more about why I believe in simulation theory. It's just hard for me to, like I said last time, pin down how I want to talk about it, how I can frame it so it's easier for other people to understand. Especially when I don't have any bullet point views on why I'm a simulation theorist. All of this is so beautiful. It's just magnificent. Like the level of detail we can make out, the connections we can do. It's just some really cool shit, people. I think it's some really cool shit. Most people kind of overlook nature, brush it off because we have so many other concerns to be dealing with. I've just found a more fond relationship with it as time has grown for me. Originally, I didn't care about the planet or anything. I had no interest in helping save anything, helping contribute at all. I remember being a pompous 19-year-old, still teenager, still just not understanding anything. And then I had an experience put things so out of perspective for me. Such weird possibilities in the time span of a few hours. Pulled the rug from right under my beliefs and tried to show me what really has value in this life. And what I took away from that was I'm stuck in a simulation. My first experience, well, my first psychedelic experience was not LSD at all. It was a research chemical called DOM. I forget what it says, what its DOM stands for. Essentially, it's a phenylethylamine, which is similar to MDMA, but it's a psychedelic. Anyways, it's a very long-lasting psychedelic, and it's more of a euphoric sensation. And that was my first experience, but it lasted about 30 hours. I remember looking at the window and just seeing like vines and snakes and stuff travel up the window across the plant. I was like, okay, yeah, this is the next day and I'm still seeing this? What the fuck? But I didn't really get any profound meaning from that. Nothing in that experience necessarily led me to the conclusion that I was possibly not in the reality I thought I was. Looking back at it, at one point during the experience, it had felt like there were red and blue lights, as if a police force had kind of showed up, and it was just red and blue flashing lights for a while, but I didn't really take that into account at the time. No cops physically showed up. I don't have to worry about that. Anyways, my next experience, I was at Bonnaroo with a bunch of friends that I had just met a handful of months before. And I was so eager for a psychedelic experience, which I didn't understand what it was. Still very little clue, honestly, as a human, what that really is. And we found some. And I ended up taking probably what you would consider too much. And the sequence of events that follow is so confusing for me. I just, more along the lines, remembered the events in a jumbled fashion, not necessarily which event took place first. But I had certain visions of, like, the earth. One specifically, I remembered having my eyes closed at this point because I had just freaked out and was like flipping tables and flipping tents and all kinds of shit, and my friends were trying to calm me down. And I remember seeing Earth like develop in the solar system and then develop life on Earth, and saw that life further develop into complicated life and then into the dinosaurs. And then I saw a flash of light, like a red dot, kind of like appear next to the earth and just observe. And then I saw that same red light flash again, and it was like a torpedo or something came. Another smaller light came really quickly from the red light and struck the earth. And the sense and the visions I was seeing from that point was the destruction and the eventual rise of the mammals. And it took me years to realize this was through fundamental forces of our own universe that this happened, or would have happened. And what I was witnessing was a species that was universe hopping, dimension hopping into multiverses to claim a planet in which it could perpetuate its ideas of the future through biology. That's what I saw. And I was like, what the fucking shit is this? Who is showing me this? And yeah. Another vision that I got on that experience was just sitting in like this capsule, this escape pod with all my friends. And I'm just like trying to look up and trying to look back, and all I could feel was this overwhelming like feeling of being bogged down by like gravity, and I just couldn't look up. But I did. I managed to look out the window, and what I saw behind me was like our ship that we had escaped from being like crushed and like consumed into a black hole. And realizing in terror that me and my friends were